Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back to continue our Let's Play of Long Live the Queen. If you remember, last 5 weeks ago, we did a lot of stuff. We actually got into a battle with Ixie Knights. We lost a lot of soldiers and got angry about that. We also learned a little bit more about difference of her skills. We built a little bit more military. We're starting to try to build up the social aspect of her being a queen. We also maxed out divination for now until we work on the other skills. So let's check our skills, that being said, and look into our bonuses here. Much better into the royal demeanor. And where are else of our bonuses? Well, we can't really build anything else here that we want to build right now. It might be good to get some history since we have an intellectual bonus going on right now. So maybe what we should do, or maybe what we should do really, is build into composure and elegance, make her more of a balanced, socially dominated queen. I think I want to try that as our first things to do here. So let's build composure and elegance, get them all on par with what we're going into royal demeanor here. So in week 11, we practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. Well, that'd be good. We don't want to fly off the handle on anybody, right? And then we also practice walking around on a narrow trail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. That's good. Jocelyn, there are reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? Oh, sorry, what's a Keithong? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek? Several disappearances in southern Coloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What should we do? Send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Well, that seems kind of sad. Also, there's a letter for you. Talaris, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official visit. Alright, so I think he's the dude that we have the necklace from, and he's also a possible marriage option for us. So we are super yielding right now, as well as a little bit depressed. So I wonder how that's going to affect our bonuses. I want to build away from depression. Still, she's kind of angry. Is there anything we could decrease yielding and afraid? I want to make her more cheerful in the end, though. Maybe it would be wise to visit father, but also maybe it would be wise to... Sorry, I keep flipping back and forth. That must be a little bit annoying. I wonder if a walk in the gardens would be nice. Of course, we want to forget these burdens on our shoulders. So now that we're in week 12, let's see how our skills shake out. Yes, of course, we're getting more into the social aspect of things, as I said before, as well as a stronger bonus into the mystical side of things. Very interesting indeed. I think once again we should go into presence. Maybe we should build flattery and public speaking, or maybe we should build presence and public speaking. I know we don't have the full bonus here, but I think that would be fair. So let's go into our classes here. We'll build presence and public speaking, or maybe flattery. I think the Duke is coming to visit us. Maybe flattery, a little brush up on flattery would be good, but let's go to public speaking. I think that's still fair enough. Eventually we're gonna have to say something to somebody, right? So we stare at ourselves in the mirror. Okay, so more like positivity going on here and different styles of breathing. Okay, that's good. Public speaking, we take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. I can do that. And here we go, the Duke of Sedna. Look at that hair. He's a cutie. Ah, your highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. Fucking A, man, we could have done the flattery. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us two would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. Oh man, I don't want to accept his offer right away. I think that's being a little bit too brash. Let's politely decline for right now. We can still court people. That's a common thing in these royal families, right? I need to let him down gently. I'm not marrying you. I'm only 14. They might not have been gentle. I see. I regret the misunderstanding. Fuck, we fucked things up again. Fuck. Not happy. That's okay though, cause I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, I want to sneak out, but I don't want to die. I feel like the second we sneak out, we're gonna get killed. Maybe if there is something to make us feel... I don't know, going to court will make us more yielding and that will build our social aspect. I want to start easing away from the yielding. At least right now, because of the possibility that we're just never going to be able to recover from this bonus if we want to build everything else over the weeks. So maybe what we should do is explore the castle. We haven't really done that yet. Lonely and afraid will keep our anger down. You wander through the parts of the castle where other people rarely visit, but you find little except spiderwebs. Yuck. Yeah, I sort of figured that. There's really no way to come back from yielding right now, besides sneaking out. We don't have any more outfits. I don't know why I keep clicking that. So let's check our skills. Very common component to coming back to the screen. So what do we have here? We have increase in history. Oh, we still have that +1 in history. We have royal demeanor back up to 1.66. I think it's still fair to look into conversation as well. Maybe court manners this week. And maybe composure as well. I think that would be fair. So let's go into composure. And what else is I gonna do? Composure and court manners? Doesn't sound right. We'll do court manners. Or, well, we do go to the court every once in a while. Let's do... Go back to classes here. Sorry, skills. Now I'm thinking very hard on this. I was probably thinking a little too hard. I'm trying to game myself, man. Maybe it would be wise to just max out... No, logistics is way too close. Maybe we should hit up internal affairs and composure. Let's do that. Composure and internal affairs for intrigue. I think it would be smart still, like I said, to know what's going on within the kingdom. Some more positive thinking, that's good. And sitting calmly, very good. Aha, the Duke of Marie has paid suit to the Duchess of Ursel to no avail, and we just turned him down. Duchess's brother is opposed as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect Duchess of Ursel is actually more interested in the Duchess of Hellas. Neither has been linked to a man. Alright, interesting dynamic. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Kevin, Earl of Io. Your Highness, the slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Coruscant, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? She's unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat the foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke my mom's heart. Lied to her they did when she went to see why he'd never come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. You weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. This might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. I want to ask her about her story before I do anything, and I don't really feel like executing her. If this is due to a scandal, this could be really bad, so let's ask about her story. I need to know if she has any justification for her actions. Did the Duke kill her brother? Are you accusing my family? I'm asking what happened. The honor of our line is far greater than that of the wet-bottomed child who sits the throne. What? Without warning, the Earl of Io draws a dagger and slices the convict's throat. No one harms my family, no one. He throws the blood-stained blade to the floor and walks away. Ooh. I would be very angry. Well, we just got someone killed, man. I'm wondering if these are actual mistakes. I know these things probably happen to everybody as they're building different things. But I'm also wondering if some of these are supposed to happen and they're supposed to reflect that you are young and inexperienced. So, let's become less angry. I think that would be good. I really want to sneak out and become less yielding. We could explore the castle. Oh, let's visit the tomb. I don't think we've visited the tomb here. You pay respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Well, eventually it is, right? I mean, that's what our father said. So we're back to this screen here, our trusty skills. Our intrigue is down now. We've got a bonus still in history, like I said before, and we have a really good bonus in mystic. So maybe what we should do is look into meditation, or maybe, but you know, this is really tough. There's only so many weeks, I'm sure, right? We have a year before our birthday. Let's look into court manners might be good after we fuck that up. Public speaking might still be good too, because like I said, eventually we're gonna have to address somebody. But since we have a high bonus in royal demeanor, I think what I'll do is go into elegance, and I think I will go into foreign intelligence. I think that's good. So elegance, foreign intelligence. Elegance and foreign intelligence. I still want to be in the know about what's going on in the kingdom. Aha! We're becoming more beautiful by walking with books on our head. Of course, everybody's tried that at some point, right? And I'm more beautiful because of it. I can tell you personally. And the elegant way to hold and sip from a teacup. Eventually, also, we're going to have to be in court. Hey, we got a new outfit. That's kind of cool. And now we got some really interesting stuff here. Political disruption and Tambula, domain of Shangia. Steadily increasing in size, that might be threatening. I see that they're more Navy-based. Chocolate production, which is to the benefit of Nova. Interesting. Okay, so we're sort of learning new things here. As you're walking up one day into the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought the owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. We just failed divination tests, but like, that's clearly an omen. When you return to the castle, your father's waiting for you. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crown funding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come to your behalf on the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? We're not interested. Oh, no. Oh, man. God damn it. Why are we making these clear... I wish we still had a option or a choice here that we could flex a little bit, you know? Now I really want to sneak out to see if I can build away from this, but I don't want to die. I think the chance would be way too much. We're not like built in any defense situation or anything like that. Maybe we should become more lonely. And then more afraid. We want to neutralize our depression. So that would be good. We could always talk to our father. Let's talk to our father. You know, we just made a mistake. Maybe he can console us a little bit. Dad, what really happened to Mom? She was a lumen, a magic user. It was meant to be in reserve to defend our domain, but she insisted on... You don't need to hear that. She used magic. It drained her strength. She thought it was harmless and it wasn't. Eventually her heart just stopped. That's why I don't want you involved with it. Alright, man. That's great to know, but we got ourselves a new outfit. Aha, look at this. Coronet boosts royal demeanor. Well, that's good for us. I see, so we get skills in that by wearing certain outfits. That's actually really cool. I'm pretty impressed by that. Okay, so maybe we should start building into the military. We're sort of not making any friends here, which isn't good for us. I think that's for the best cause here. So maybe let's start building into Navy strategy, because we had that one Navy region that was building and getting bigger. So what we can do here is... ciphering might be good too. So let's go back into intrigue and military. I think that would be fair. Classes, intrigue, and military. Okay. So maybe we'll go into naval strategy like I said. I think ciphering would be good too for the battlefield. But I think for right now we could get a milestone in... Actually, we'll just go right to ciphering. That will be for the best. Week 15, you practice reading words whose letters have been arranged in reverse order, simplest of transpositions. which anyone literate can puzzle through if they try, but sometimes useful to hide information. I don't know what this is. What is this? THGISA. Interesting. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. Well, that's an important point for sure. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Brienne. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother's the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently, her uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have anything to suggest to her. Well, no shit, you don't have anything to suggest to her. You're too busy getting people's throats slashed in court. Anyways, I'm not salty. I'm salty as fuck. Maybe becoming more lonely and cheerful would be good. Maybe a walk through the garden would be a smart thing to do. Let's see how it affected our skills. Okay, so nothing's really switched around too much. We're still back into the intellectual part here. Our mood is yielding, so we still have history and faith here. I really want to become less yielding. Go back to my mood here. Yeah, I need to find ways to become more willful. But as I think about it, it's been a while, but I think I'll go through this week and then take a break. So let's sort of continue building what we wanted to build. Let's build into naval strategy and ciphering again. Or maybe since there'll be dancing, it might be good to build into physical. So let's build dance and naval strategy. So we'll just switch over to agility and dance and naval strategy. Curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Well, that's not quite dancing. We also studied different kinds of ships. Okay, well that's good. That's definite information we would need for the Navy. Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. People will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I want to parade and make a speech. I think that would be kind of cool. But leading the parade might not be the best because we're not, well equipped for it. So let's parade and make a speech. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth and a new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hand and call for silence so that you can speak. Unfortunately, all the words you plan go out of your head when you're faced with the moment. You manage a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holidays and thank everybody for attending, then turn away, your cheeks red. The procession recoups in front of the castle. Well, I guess that's not terrible. Let's see what we can do for the weekend here. We became less yielding with that, so that's good. And we were getting less of a bonus into demeanor, which we don't really need right now. Maybe we should continue to build lonely. Is there one that's lonely and angry? That would be kind of sad. Lonely and afraid. No, we have yielding and afraid. We don't want to become more yielding though. Plus angry minus lonely. That might be good. Sports. But our dominant mood will still be yielding. But we... let's do walking in the gardens again. Okay, so, once again, quite a bit of things happened. We made a lot of mistakes, but maybe that's expected, because, we still have 30-something weeks to go to become queen. But we haven't been killed yet. I think that's kind of important, right? But anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, this is still an experimental thing, so if I'm not the best at these sorts of games, I apologize, but I'm sort of having fun. This is kind of a different experience for me. But I hope you guys will continue on, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.